Hi, welcome to Inspired Memoirs. I am Lorna, and I want to thank you for stopping by my channel. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, tag. Let somebody know if you know that there's someone in your life, or maybe it's you, that needs some type of encouragement in the situation that you're facing or that you're going through. I want to let you know you're not by yourself, that there is a community of people that is going through the same thing or maybe something different, but they're still going through, because how many know that we're all differently the same? We're all differently the same. We all feel and we have emotions, that causes us to be on the brink of maybe giving up, or on the verge of strengthening yourself and your resolve so that you can continue to fight the good fight of faith. Well, I want to encourage you to let you know that, hey, you made it another day. It is almost Mother's Day. Tomorrow will be Mother's Day. And I am so excited. I think the best gift that God gave me was the gift of being a mother. He gave me something that I didn't even know I wanted. And my kids just left out of my room. I like hanging in my bathroom. Anybody know anything about me? I like spending a lot of time in my bathroom. This setting just relaxes me. This is just a part of my bathroom. Maybe we'll walk through the whole thing one day. But it's just something about this area is just so serene and relaxing for me. So I spend a lot of time propped up in my bathroom. I get to think here. And this is where I come up with a lot. I spend a lot of time in meditation. And I've really been strengthened here in my restroom. Now look at my hair. I know y'all like, what is going on? Because she's all natural today. I mean, the hair is down. But listen, tomorrow's Mother's Day. So I'm getting ready to have some spa time. I'm going to do my hair so I can be real cute when I go worship the Lord on tomorrow morning. So I'm excited about Mother's Day. And my kids just got out of here. But what I want to talk today about is having grace under fire. Yeah. There's some things, even with challenges of being mothers. Now, there's all kinds of mothers. There are mothers that have adopted. There are mothers that are single. There are mothers that are divorced. There are mothers that are married. But what I want you all to know is that we are all differently the same. We all love our children. We're wanting what's best for them. We want to do, the things that we need to do to move us further in life so that we can provide a better life for our children. So how do you respond? How do you show grace under fire? Let's chat it up and talk about it tonight rather, on Inspired Memoirs. I, even on this week and last week, I faced a couple of obstacles in my life. I faced a couple of people in my life, some challenges, some things where people have intentionally done some things to hurt me. But because I'm stronger now than I was then, where I chose to, my reaction was, don't be bothered. Just walk away and just, don't bless them with your presence. What I chose to do instead was to go and participate and show my face, even though I knew that they were going to be there. And I continued to do the things that I know that I needed to do, and not allow people to deter me because I don't want to be bothered, because I just want to, cut it off and act as though I don't know them. Don't you know that there's a grace in your healing? It's something about when God has healed you, or you've healed from a certain obstacle or a certain challenge in your life. It brings about a certain type of grace, and in that grace it brings about a level of confidence. So it kind of puts me in the mindset is that I know that this situation was intended to hurt me, but out of the broken pieces of what I thought I had to endure, God showed me He created a whole nother version of me through the pieces that people tried to leave behind. Sometimes people look at you and they say, I know that's going to get them. I know that situation is going to tear them down. But somehow, some way, we as women, we find a way to level up. And sometimes we're leveling up and don't even realize we're leveling up until we look at ourselves and we can see that there's an internal glow that begins to show on the outside. So healing is progression. My mother, she's full of wisdom. She's 73. Happy Mother's Day, Mother. I love my mother. She's all that I have left. My father passed away for me at an early age. I'm the youngest of four, and he passed away back in 1999. I was pretty much fresh out of high school. I graduated in 1997, so at this point, my father died. I was around 19, 20 years old, somewhere around there. And when he passed away, she stepped in to be everything. I didn't miss a beat. I didn't feel as though things were dropping through the gaps because she's such a strong individual. And so I took a lot of my life lessons. There's some things in life that are taught, and there's some things in life that are caught. And for me, she taught me how to have character, and she taught me how to have grace under fire. She taught me that when life throws situations in your way that you know have no control over, when things happen in your life, this is not the time for you to crumble. It's the time for you to face your truth. You remember that one of the first things that I began talking about on this channel was facing your truth, whatever it is. And so at this point, now things have happened, right? Whatever the situation is, whether you're grieving the loss of a loved one, of a child, or a parent, whether you're grieving a job or, a missed opportunity, but you can't let that situation make you bitter. You have to allow it to transform you to make you better. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes. You have to rise from the ashes of the pieces of your life that you thought were going to be in place always. Maybe something has happened and things are not panning out the way you desire them to. I want to let you know that wherever you are in life right now, it is okay. Because even though you may not have known where you would be right now, that God knows. And maybe you don't believe in God. I don't know what your belief level is, but there is a higher power, if that's what you want to say. I choose to call him God. And I believe that he knew exactly where I was going to be at the time that I was going to be there. And what I love about him is that he met me at my point of need. And so he picked me up, and gave me a level of confidence about myself. Just the fact that he was with me, and because I knew that he was with me, that I could do all things. Like there was nothing that I could not do. Even facing people that I know intentionally tried to hurt me, intentionally did things to hurt me. And not just me, but things that would even affect my children. And they did it and tried to act as though they didn't do it. Like they didn't want to, dirty their hands with admitting that they did it. But I showed them, I showed them grace. I showed good character. I showed them love. And I feel like that is what we have to do. We have to face things head on. Yeah, I know you wanted to hurt me, but you didn't hurt me because I'm still here. I know that you intended that. You thought that would be what would rock me. But I'm here to let you know that I didn't took bigger shots than that. Listen, when I was younger and I was in middle school, elementary, you couldn't say too much to me. I was going to pop off and I would fight. And so I would be the shortest one in the crew, one of the youngest ones in the crew, but I'm ready. I'm about it, So listen, I didn't fought plenty of people bigger than this. I ain't scared of this. And that's how we have to get. Listen, I have come up as people. We have endured a lot through our life, through our transitions. If you look back over your life, you're going to see that you have endured some things in your life. And just to allow this one situation to take you under, to defeat you and make you feel like you can't do it. Oh, yes, you can. And I'm going to be your cheerleader today on Inspired Moments. You can defeat this. Whether you're going through something, a dry spell, a financial spell, where it seems like everything that you try to do, it just seems like, it's not working out. Or if you're trying to have children and it seems like it's just not working out. Or maybe you're having marital issues and it seems like it's just not working out. Stop. Push your brakes, pump your brakes. You can't fix anybody. You can't fix any of those situations. But what you can do is work on yourself. So you got to have some peace about wherever you are in your life. You have to face your truth and let it be what it is. It's okay to allow things to be what they are. Maya Angelou said it best when she said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You will save yourself a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of tears, stress, and aggravation if you just learn to accept people for who they are. Everybody is not meant to be a root on a tree. They're not meant to sustain you for the long haul. Some people are just branches. Some people are just the leaves. But whatever roles people are playing in your life, it is up to you to decide if you want them to play in your circle. If not, if you feel like the connection isn't worth the hassle, if it's not worth the trust, the friendship, if it's not worth keeping it around, then I'm going to suggest you start making some decisions about your life. This is how you have grace under fire, and you don't have to apologize for how you feel. You do not have to apologize for keeping people in your space that make you continuously feel uncomfortable. Why do you want to keep people in your space that make you feel uncomfortable? No, this is your space, okay? And if there's someone in your space that is trying to dominate your space and make you feel uncomfortable, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to keep them around? You have to weigh the pros and cons and have the grace and the peace about yourself to make a decision and say, whatever we once had, friendship, a family, friend, whatever it used to be, it's not that anymore. This isn't working for me. And you have to have enough grace about yourself to speak your truth, and not to speak it to hurt or to be harmful, but to just simply speak your truth because that is what it is. And then move on with your life so that you can be happy and you can have peace. Sure, everybody's not going to like your decisions that you make for your life, because some people are used to making decisions for you. How many have taken the back seat in the decisions, in the role that they're playing in their own life? They made decisions. They've allowed other people, families, friends, every situation, they've allowed different things to make the decisions for them. But you have to take control of your life. It's your life. And whatever your life is, it's going to be what you make it. You should not want to live your life based on what somebody else wants to do. That's not having grace under fire. You have to realize that, yes, this is going to hurt somebody's feelings, but I'm going to try to say it as peaceably as I can, as truthfully as I can, as sincere and as honest as I can, and I'm going to move on. Because there's no sense, what kind of farmer plants good seed into bad ground? No, they test that soil first. You have to know that you are a seed. That the gifts that lies inside of you, if you continue to plant them in dirt and soil that is not good, that is not fertile, that it will not produce, it won't yield to you reciprocity. If you're wanting love and you're wanting strong relationships, and that's something that's a non-negotiable for you, then why are you sowing into relationships that aren't going anywhere? You have to have some grace, some dignity about yourself to say, hey, this isn't working for me anymore. And thank you for what it was, but this is the end of the road. It stops here. It stops here. And you can't allow people to control you by their actions. They know if they do certain things that you're going to respond a certain way. Listen, it's time to change ourselves. Why are we allowing people to control us with their actions and their emotions, to tie us to things that we know we shouldn't be involved with or tied to? Yeah, and that's why I love my mother. Because even though if it hurts, she's going to tell me the truth. If I'm wrong, she's going to tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, she's going to say, that's the right thing to do. When I do something good, she's going to say, that was awesome, Lorna. And when it's something that I need to clean up, she's going to tell me, hey, you need to tighten up on X, Y, Z. You want to know why? Because she loves me and she wants what's best for me. Now, how many good friendships, relationships do you have? And that's my mother. That's my mother, and that's the kind of person she is. And I guarantee you, all her friends and her people around her, they respect her for that. Now, what do your friends know you for? Are you the one in the friendship that's always being led around, and everything everybody else wants to do, you just give in and you do? because it's what makes them happy. But what about your happiness? Grace under fire. You're going to take some heat, but it's okay. You're prepared for this. Mentally, you can do this because you've taken a whole lot worse. You've taken a whole lot worse. You've taken being talked about. You've taken, being criticized and ridiculed. You have taken a whole lot worse, and you took it with grace. So I want you to start taking and making some decisions that's good for you. Do what's best for you and yours. And you're going to be happy. You're going to find that it feels good. Even if your decision is a wrong decision, guess what? It was still yours. So make a decision. Make a decision to do something for yourself. Even sometimes when you do something and it's wrong, at least it was your decision and you can be accountable for it, versus saying somebody led me to do something wrong and it was so-and-so's fault, because you are an adult. You are an adult and you are accountable for your own actions. So nobody else's fault why we are where we are. We are adults at this point and we have to take accountability for ourselves. So I want to let you know, everybody, they're not going to be your friend. But it's okay, because you got a whole community here at Inspired Memoirs, and we are rooting for you. We are cheering you on. I know how it feels to feel like there's so many people that are against you. But if God be for you, he's more than they that be against you. So I want to encourage you to hold your head up. Look that situation or that person in the right eye, and let them know, I'm sorry, that's not going to be acceptable for me. I'm sorry, I won't be able to participate in that function. I'm sorry, I no longer will be able to be available to do X, Y, and Z. I'll see you around. And let it be what it is. Let the chips fall where it may, but you have to do some things to take care of you. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. I'm talking about we dropping grief, we dropping anxiety and stress. You want to know why? Because it's our day and we deserve it. We've been going through and dealing with, and people on our jobs and in our circles, and our neighbors, and all kind of things that people just do things to aggravate us. Well, tomorrow is Mother's Day. And guess what? We are going to enjoy our day. We are going to get cute. Listen, I'm letting my hair grow out, y'all. I'm letting my hair grow out. Now, I was just in the mood to chop it completely all the way off. But it is growing. Y'all see my hair? It's growing so nicely. It is. I'm getting ready to beat my hair and put a mask on. And I am going to glow up for tomorrow. You want to know why? Because not only do I deserve it, but my children deserve to see their mother look her best. Yeah, they deserve to see me at my best. And when I feel good, what I recognize, when I feel good and I'm in a good place, my children feel good and they're in a good place. Because if mama ain't happy in the house, nobody ain't happy. But it is up to us, ladies. We can be Proverbs women. A wise woman builds her house. Go in there and, read it. Read it for yourself. We are women. We know how to work in the marketplace. We know how to, set good examples and be what our children need us to be and be what our spouses need us to be. Because God has created us to do. We can multitask like nobody's business. You want to know why? Honey, God made us that way. He made us to be good and fruitful and to be able to control a whole lot of things at one time. That's how he made us. So don't feel bad. Let your no be no and let your yes be yes. Absolutely don't feel bad about not having to be there for everybody when you know that you need to be there for you. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm always going to encourage you to take care of you. Make time for yourself. Go get your pedicure. Go get your facial. Go get your massage. Take care of yourself. Because if you don't, then your children are going to feel it. And your spouse is going to feel it. And your household is going to feel it. And your ministry and at work. Everybody's going to feel when you're not at your best. So even if you're in the midst of a bunch of lions that want to rip your head off because you are so fabulous and all that, Everybody can't be that fabulous girl. Everybody can't be that on top of their game, sir. You know, God has called us to be different. And I want you to enjoy who God has made you. No, everybody can't be like, whoever the heart throb is these days. But listen, there's nobody like Lorna. Just like there's nobody like you. So I wanted to encourage you today to show grace under fire. Don't let people get to you. You do what's right because it's the right thing to do. Not because you want to get back or get even or be bitter. We're not being bitter this year. We're going to be better. We're going to show grace under fire, all right? Love you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in YouTube world. I love you. Be blessed.